Hello, everyone. Hello,
Hello,
Peter.
how's everyone doing?
Yeah, nice to meet you, Peter.
Hey, Gianluco, great to meet you. I'm a friend of Bobby's and enjoyed the presentation you guys gave a couple weeks ago, or a week
Thank
and a
you.
half ago.
Okay, and I'd like to wait 1 minute, Bobby. I think she's waiting. She's joining the meeting. Also,
Okay.
hello, Anshika. Hello, Jacqueline.
Greetings to everyone.
Hello.
Hello,
Hello, Jacqueline.
how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine, fine, thanks. You, Jacqueline?
Yeah, I'm good too.
Good. Hello, Saradip, and also hello, Supratik.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine, thanks. You, Sabadik?
Fine too, sir.
Very good. Okay, our presentation that want to share, it's that one. It's in chat.
Hi, Gyan. Arun this side. I'm audible.
Yeah, hi, Arun. How are you?
I'm good. Good. How's you? How are you guys?
Yeah, I'm fine, thanks. Thank you, Arun.
Okay. Again, actually, I'm little outside right now. I thought I asked my question and you guys,
Mhm,
try to understand what my
mhm.
issues are, and then I drop off and then come back with views once I implement the solution discussed by you. The
Okay.
document you remember, which had all the steps, and in the end there was a Docker link which would bring up the server. Correct. I used that document only, Gian. Okay, first initially, and that gave me the error that it needs an NVDI connectivity, NVDI toolkit or something. Is my understanding correct?
Yeah, I think you are working on the Docker installation on cloud. Also, you are asked your friend as support. Is it correct?
Say it one more time.
Yeah, sorry, I tried to repeat. Yeah, you are working on the Docker installation. Is it
Yep,
correct?
yep, yep. Yeah,
Okay,
that's right. Yeah.
perfect. Okay,
So
okay.
what I'm trying to do, I mean, I'm having a Mac machine, not the Apple one, but the regular one, and that is not letting me. I mean, it is building the images. I mean, it is building one image, and when I try to run the other image, it's throwing the error that it needs an NVDI components. So
Yeah, you need it. You need it. I think I also I found like an example which is a bit similar to our case, and I can share um, a link on chat, but also in the presentation you can find a slide that talk about that. It's a very easy example. Um, the example shows how to install a machine learning model on
Mhm.
AWS, and also how to connect that model using a front end like HTML and so on. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Let me try that, because, but then will it not give me the same problem, or will it give the solution to having the NVDI? Uh,
Yeah. Okay. I think you need NVIDIA in any case, because the model is you need also NVIDIA, because the model runs on GPU
yeah.
hardware, so you need that. Uh, AWS, in my opinion, has a good benefit, which is the you can create an account connected to a credit card, like rechargeable credit card.
I do
So in
have,
that case,
I do have.
if you have a wrong configuration, it takes no more money.
That's
I
fine.
mean,
I'm not
so
worried about that. What I'm worried is that this thing will AWS give me any, I mean, AWS Marketplace give me any place which would help me build that image. I mean, because we are in the first step, we are not even reached where our image is ready and building in the local, and we can upload it to say any app service or EKS or any Kubernetes. So that is there.
okay.
So yeah.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, that's what my problem statement is, because my machine won't allow me to run without an NVDI component, NVDI toolkit, say rather. So rest all is done. I mean, if our images is ready and building in local, that's matter of pushing it to the any cloud registry, be it AWS, be it Azure. So that is where I'm asking if is there any. I mean, I'll check these links once I reach home. But my question is that will it let me build on my Mac? Is that the problem, or AWS does it give me any facility to host the? I mean, create a Docker image?
No, I just now we have to check if the system can be installed in a very easy way. So I think it's just to check the link that I shared on chat and
Okay.
try to install that one. I think just to last time and after that. Okay.
Okay, let me try that. Let me get back to you on this, Jian. I'll do one thing. I'll take this as an action item, and tonight itself I'll try and let you know what is happening.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I'll let you know by tonight itself. I think they should be good, and I'll do that tonight itself.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. Thanks for your time.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Hello, Bobby.
Hello, Gianluca. How are you today?
Yeah, I'm fine, thanks.
A lot to talk about today. We have a guest on the call who I want to get to in a minute. But just could you share your screen, Gianluca, and show us the antitrust policy and the code of conduct before we get started? Thank you.
Thank you. Is that one? Yeah, I mean. Do you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay.
That's really pretty. We don't see the antitrust policy. We see a beautiful rock.
Oh. Yeah. I mean, I think it's the wrong.
There we go. Just that's all we need, real quick with the links. So welcome to the Monday morning stand-up call for the AI FAQ bot working team. This is a Linux Foundation Hyperledger sponsored call, so we must abide by a few things, one being the code of conduct, which is just treat people civilly with respect, and the other is the antitrust policy, being aware that there are competitors or could be competitors on this consortium type call, so be respectful of their ideas. Okay. Thank you, Gianluca. So today I'm going to share my screen now, if you don't mind, Gianluca, and get right to the business stuff, because I know you have a lot of other stuff, and I want to get to Peter very quickly. So real quick. That was just the website for the link that you put in the chat. I'm going to look into that myself. I have been, if you can see, on AWS's web service, and I'm just having trouble getting an account going because it tells me I have an account, but it won't send me the password. So I've been fighting with them all morning. So we'll see how that turns out this afternoon. So the mentorship program deadlines is just something. So today, welcome to everybody who's on the call. I just want to say I'm really proud of this team and the way that we keep working. Peter is going to introduce himself in a few minutes. I will get to why he's on the call. in a second, but I just wanted to be aware of this week, the mentor program deadlines. Gianluca, I know that you've been doing that with Min, getting in the reports that you need. And if you need help with them, let me know. But basically now we're on the end piece of the mentorship program. So when the mentorship program ends, we have to decide as a group where we're headed. And that's one of the reasons why Peter's on the call. So the presentations, we're going to need another presentation for the mentorship program. We can use the slides we had, just improve them when we get the front end done, and what we decide where we're going to store and how we're going to execute this. But that presentation we need to start thinking of. Jacqueline will probably take the biggest role in that because she's the one who has to present the whole thing to the mentorship program. I was working a little bit on the investor deck, but again, I'm going to shelve this conversation until after Peter talks. Again, our networking, there's just a few, where did I put it? Possibly there. A few things I want to make you aware of. We'll talk about these two events in a minute, but there is this it? No, that's just funding. There is a excellent event. Here it is. I'll put the link to this page in the chat. No, that's not it. That's not the event. This is the event. Yeah. This should be a very, oh my gosh, Bobby, thank you. Very interesting event that is getting advertised in all the AI forums and chat groups. I've had like 3 different invitations from different groups. It is an AI sponsored, I'm sorry, I'm making you dizzy, event. Led by the Chopra Institute. It's Sage and Scientists. It should be a great symposium. I don't know how much the tickets are, but you guys can consider your students. So there's usually a discounted rate for students. So that's just something that should be very interesting. And I wanted to make everyone, oh, wrong page, everyone aware of that, that's happening. That's a great networking event. I'm going to that accelerating your AI skills with AWS, because I really want to see how our piece can fit with an AWS solution. And then social media posts, just again, once we get another date for our next presentation, we really need to pump it out to a lot of the social medias. So I'm going to run right next to the skip over social media marketing and education, because there's really nothing exciting happening in those this week, because exciting is networking. So like I said before, we have to figure out what we're going to do and how we're going to move this open source project out of the labs and into incubation. And I know that the one thing that the technical steering committee looks for is a lot of other companies supporting the project, not just one. So right now it's just Ledger Academy, and it's fine like that for now, but we're going to have to get in order for Hyperledger to throw resources at us, like having us do security checks, offering, a lot of the things, that they offer for projects, we have to get there first. So there's a few steps, and one of them is, again, building up our community. So once the mentorship program ends, we're still going to be a lab, but we're going to be kind of rudderless with no dates or purposes. So I want to move us forward. And this is something that's going to happen quickly. And Gianluca, if you're on board, I'm on board. But there's an event today about pitching your startup, and a company called Founders Institute that helps you get from where we are to where we should be. And I'm going to, if it's okay, turn it over to Peter to have him talk about the Founders Institute and how they can take a group like us and turn us into professional people with an actual product. So again, Peter, please introduce yourself to the team, and we're looking forward to hearing what you have to say.
Yeah, hi everyone. My name is Peter Camille. I've been a friend of Bobby's and part of the Princeton blockchain AI group for, half a dozen years now or so. And we connected with Bobby a couple weeks ago, and she told me about this great project she's working on. And I attended your event a week and a half ago and was super impressed. Looks like you put together an all-star team. And we started talking about like, what are some next steps? And so I would like to, see how I can help you sort of now commercialize this product and, take it to market. And so would like to learn more about sort of your longer term vision, goals, and sort of immediate objectives. And obviously part of that is, where are you going in terms of the product roadmap? Part of that is going to be where you're going in terms of, your marketing strategy and the types of customers you want to focus on. And then also a big part is that what companies do you want to partner with, and how do you want to sort of go forward in terms of raising money. To give you a little background on myself, I'm a serial entrepreneur. After I graduated NYU years ago, I worked for a short time at Anderson Consulting and then started my own managerial and IT consulting business. I did that for over a dozen years. And then I got into doing, of all things, high frequency day trading. Then I started building mobile apps. Then I've built AI chatbots and virtual assistants, got really into blockchain and Web3, and built NFT platforms. And now I currently work with different startups mostly in the AI and Web3 space, helping them achieve product market fit, get to, and then grow and scale, go from 0 to 1, find their product market fit, and then go scale and work on getting them funded. So I'm currently a mentor and team leader with the Founders Institute, Philly and Princeton chapter. And I'm also part of another accelerator called the Crypto Oracle Collective's AI Web3 accelerator. That was started by a gentleman named Lou Kerner, who's also here in the Jersey area. I'm in Sayreville, New Jersey, not too far from Bobby. So I've recently joined these two. One's an incubator, the other one's an accelerator. And the Founders Institute, I tell you, I started working with these guys. I am super impressed by the curriculum. It's really a world-class education in like how to launch a startup, and can really, educate people and help you avoid a lot of the pitfalls that I think a lot of startups go through. Secondly, it's really a great network. One of the most important things in launching a startup is no one has everything. So building that network of business professionals that can help you in areas where you need help, whether it's marketing, introductions, technical expertise, it's great to sort of build that network. And then third, I thought the mentors were terrific, both in the presentations that they gave and in being able to provide office hours. So, hey, I want to run my marketing strategy past some people and get some feedback. And so the ability to then schedule calls with mentors and everything from legal issues to technical issues to business was really just, terrific. So I've been super impressed by them. And, if you have any questions, we can, delve a little deeper. And I can also make an introduction to the leader of the Philly Princeton chapter, Don Samoil. And I've been working with him, also throwing different events, both online and in person. As someone who's like really into AI and has led AI development and strategy, I realized I worked on developing chatbots for a company called Right Answers that has a knowledge management system. And, I was working on developing chatbots and virtual assistants with them. And the challenge is that every different, whether we're building it for Pfizer or for Facebook or for, Prudential Insurance, each model had to be trained around that specific subject matter expertise. And I realized they're not going to be able to do this at scale until generative AI comes of age, when you literally can just put that knowledge base, into a model and start asking natural language query questions against it. And that's what's going to be powerful for both the agents that do the support, but also to deflect those calls from agents and allow people to do that. And so I've been following the progression of, techniques like RAG and tools like LangChain. So super impressed to see that you've now actually built a tool that does this. And I think there's a lot of opportunity to commercialize this and take this to market. So, happy to discuss that with you and figure out what your goals and objectives are and help get you there.
So Peter, thank you for that. I think we just have a few questions as a group. Like, can you specify for us, which is something I think I know the answer to, but I'd love to hear it, the difference between an incubator and an accelerator?
Yeah, so an incubator is typically a company that, or for startups that are still sort of more earlier stage. They're still sort of more in the idea stage. Maybe they've got a prototype or a demo, and typically don't have any revenue yet at this point. And so they're looking to sort of get to product market fit, and the goal is to become a fundable company and go raise that sort of pre-seed round. They're typically companies that are self-funded or maybe have a little bit of friends and family investment, but are typically people that are putting in sweat equity or self-funded and bootstrapping to pay for
cloud storage
and part-time marketing. What?
Cloud storage.
yeah pay for things like cloud storage, exactly. And then an accelerator is typically a company that's going to be a little further along, but maybe hasn't maybe has a finished product, maybe is generating some revenue, has maybe raised a couple $100,000, has a customer base, but maybe hasn't quite found product market fit yet, and is looking for the use of that funds to sort of help them establish that product market fit and scale the business. So
excellent. And the other thing that I would like to bring up with that you mentioned was, where do we fit in with this? And I know, let me see if I'm still sharing my screen.
So one of the things I also like about the Founders Institute is a lot of accelerators will require that like one or more founders are full-time on the project. Because otherwise things aren't going to sort of move forward. And with Founders Institute, they do not require that. They let people like come on and say, hey, I want to do this as a side hustle, for people that have full-time jobs or in school, but are committed to this and, are doing this as a side hustle, putting in their 10, 15, 20 hours a week towards, moving the project forward. So that is one of the nice things about Founders Institute and about, where, about them as an incubator compared to a lot of others.
And you do take teams.
Oh yeah, it's better to have a whole team. Absolutely.
Awesome. So with what's coming, like again, so the Founders Institute teaches people like us, teams like us, how to grow and how to move forward from where we are. We have this great idea. We see that it works. Now, what do we do with it? So that's what the Founder Institute does. If we're interested, Peter, is there still time for us to get in the cohort or at least get Gianluca and the team in the cohort for tomorrow? Is it starting tomorrow, I think?
Or it starts on Wednesday.
So I know this form.
Is it tomorrow or Wednesday?
I thought it was the 10th, which is tomorrow. So this is the form we would have to fill out, I guess, or this is just if we want to speak at the event today. There's an event tonight. And
yeah, the event tonight, I'm not sure if that's the kickoff. Yeah, so you're welcome to come to tonight's event.
And then this is
at it on my schedule. Founder orientation, mentor orientation.
Oh, no, these are sessions.
Yeah, I'll reach out to them and Don right now and see if they're still accepting applications.
And I guess my next question isn't to Peter, but more toward Gianluca. Are we and the team, are we going to give a thumbs up to this commitment to, I think it's at least 20 hours a week from all of us, whether that's 10 for you, 10 for me, or 40 for me and 40 for you. I don't know how that's going to work out, but are you on board? And if everybody else on the call is on board, you can slide a thumbs up or however you want to say you're interested in coming on this boat ride we're about to take.
Oh, personally, I'd like to join that program, and also I can invest more than 20 hours per week. Yeah, I'm available.
Okay.
I am very interesting in that program. Thank you.
That's great. And I see everybody on the call giving a thumbs up. So again, because this is open source, I'm not sure how, Peter, that's going to fit with the project, because I still think we can keep it open source at Hyperledger and move it through. It'll be now at the Decentralized Trust Fund under the Linux Foundation as of September 15th. So we won't be under Hyperledger Lab anymore. We'd be Linux Foundation Lab or Decentralized Trust Lab, which is just a place basically to hold the open source code. Any company can come in and, take the code, make it a product, do a consulting firm off of it, that kind of thing. Or do you think we should move away from open source and do this more in a enterprise fashion? What is your idea on that, Peter?
I mean, there's a lot of companies. There's a lot of companies that can create for-profit off of open source. I mean, the biggest one is probably, Linux with Red Hat, for example. So it's just a matter of like what you want to do with it. If you want to keep it completely open source, you can remain open source and then still create for-profit businesses off of that. So
yeah, I guess, and that's something that could be fluid and move with
but Founders Institute is interested. So aside from your time commitment and the great value they offer, there is like an application fee. It's a very small amount. It's like $600-700. But that's to just sort of like make sure people have skin in the game.
Yeah, no.
Don't have skin in the game. They typically don't no one's getting rich for the amount of mentors and stuff.
Yeah, mentor fees. No, I'll definitely
covering that. And then they take, I think it's 2.5% equity, and that goes to the like 0.5% goes to like Founders Institute is part of a much larger incubator that's worldwide. And so like some percent of that goes towards the organization, and another percentage of that gets split across the the mentors,
Yeah, the people working.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Putting it together. So
yeah, Ledger Academy would
it's
definitely.
a small amount. And so they do require
that.
you to form some kind of by the end, they expect you to form some kind of legal entity, whether that's a LLC or a Delaware C Corp.
Well, Ledger Academy is an LLC, and right now, I think that we can just go ahead with Ledger Academy, and we'll put up the fee. We had always talked about a different name for this other than AI FAQ, but they kind of wanted it self-explanatory under Hyperledger. So when people saw the lab, they knew what it was. Okay. So again, a name for this and an entity for this, as long as it's okay to keep it under Ledger Academy, we can keep it simple until we figure out, where this is going to be placed in the market and what the best marketing name for it would be. If that's works with the Founders Institute guidelines.
Yeah. I mean, I just got to see if they're okay, because I don't know, you can't really have equity. Well, I don't know if they require that you form a Delaware C Corp or not. So we could find out about that.
Well, I am
because that's typically
I'm an LLC, not a C Corp.
You're a C Corp.
No, I'm an LLC, not a C Corp.
Yeah, you're an LLC. So yeah, so I believe most to be a fundable business, and you even saw this if you watch the movie The Social Network, like hey, they reorganized from being an LLC to a C corp, and that's how the the co-founder like got all his equity like diluted. But yeah, and if you're looking for outside investment, they typically require or prefer to be a C corp. And that's what I've heard from every sort of startup, lawyer.
So the things like picking a name and getting like a trademark and that stuff, is that something the Founders Institute will help us through, or should I just
yes, and they actually have a whole course on that, a whole day on that, and can walk you through that, and then have a guy who provides legal services if you'd like to use his legal services.
Mm-hmm.
But you can do a lot of that stuff yourself on things like LegalZoom and whatever. So
yes.
I don't advise spending a lot of money on legal stuff up front. Go generate some revenue first.
And I know a good lawyer. I cook him dinner every night, so he gives me free legal advice over spinach. Anyway, so I don't know, Gianluca, if this time zone is good for you. So it's
yeah, the meetings are typically like Wednesday. I'm not sure. Typically, the weekly meeting is Wednesdays from like 6 p.m. to 7:30, and they often run later. But it's great. It's great exercise on like pitching and getting your pitch deck in place and getting great feedback from multiple types of investors. And then they have a network of investors and help make introductions to investors.
Yeah, so it is 7 o'clock. It says it's 3 o'clock LA time, which is 3, 4, 5, 6 o'clock my time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it shows up. Okay, back to this. And then tomorrow the program starts. So we'll be at the event tonight at 6, and we'll see how everything, what they need from us. Should we, okay, because I know we have, where is it? A pitch deck and a business plan. Where did that go? Under business plan. That's pretty obvious. So we started a business plan. I know this is something that the founders will help us with. But do we need a pitch deck, or would we be pitching tonight at that, or just going as an observer?
I think like, I mean, you're certainly, for tonight's event, if you have, I didn't look too closely at the details for tonight's event. Are they actually having people pitch, or is it just a Q&A? Founders? Yeah, founders provide 60 to 30-second introductions as part of the feedback pitch for the onboarding sprint. Yeah, so just be prepared with your 1-minute pitch.
Okay. Okay, because we started working.
This is the problem we're solving. This is why this is worth solving. I wouldn't get too big into how big the market is and the competition, and just sort of, here's the problem, here's the solution, here's the team, and here's what we would hope to get out of here's what we're trying to accomplish next.
Okay, so that was project, the team.
Yeah, the problem, the solution, who our team is, and
where we're headed,
why we're here, and what we want to get out of this. What do we need help with? What's our ask? And an ask doesn't have to necessarily just be money. Like we're looking for, business and marketing people. We're looking for someone who has deep expertise as a data scientist. It could we're looking for connections to investors.
Got it. Okay, so you, Peter, definitely will see me tonight. I hope, Gianluca. I'll work on something and send it over to you by lunch for you to add your stuff to it, if that's okay, Gianluca.
Yes, sure.
So that'll
I think I'm checking the time zone. Can I share my screen?
Of course.
Oh, thank you. I think, is it that one?
It is that one.
Yeah, so he's saying right now, Don emailed me back, said, yes, please apply. Even though it starts this week, we're still taking applications up till next Wednesday morning if
good.
necessary, and they can catch you up. But so just attend the events and you won't have to catch up.
Yeah, we will definitely attend. Again, like Gianluca said, the mentorship is coming to a close, and after that, this is like my full attention too. So
Cool.
Yeah. It works for me. Yeah, it's good. Okay.
Excellent. So you will see us tonight, Peter.
It's not tonight, tomorrow night.
Oh no, there's something tonight.
What's tonight? I don't see anything on my calendar for tonight.
Hold on, let me see if I can get to my calendar because I have it on there. Here, let me share my screen. Pitch your ideas, September 9th.
Pitch your ideas. Okay. Yeah. So what time is that event?
That's 6 tonight.
Yeah. So I probably RSVP'd no to that because I have band practice on rehearsals on Monday nights.
What do you play?
I play drums.
Nice.
You got to come out and hear me play. Our next gig is September 28th. Anyone in the New Jersey area, down in Belmar at Salty's Beach Bar. Never heard of it.
Oh, I'll be there. Salty's Beach Bar. You had me.
You had me at Salty's.
Yeah, right.
Cool. Yeah, I'll send you the info.
That would be great.
It's fun. I joined this adult music program. They set you up with a band. They set you up with rehearsal space, a band leader, lessons and stuff. And I started doing this. I've been playing drums since I was a teenager, but started doing this with these guys last October, and it's just been a blast.
What fun! What
Got
fun
to
you
play
have.
out 5 times. They set you up with gigs, so I played out 5 times already, and all around Long Branch and Asbury Park and stuff. So it's been great.
Yeah, so we will show up tonight and we'll do a little pitch and see how it goes. It looked like when I signed up that you were actually hosting it, so.
Yeah, it does. It has my picture on it. So
Peter will be there.
I gotta inform Don, just remind him that I can't make it tonight.
Okay. All right. Well, that was it from the business side for me. So Gianluca, if you have technical to work on, we still have 20 minutes.
Yeah, I do have wait for a meeting that started at 9:30 with my marketing team for another company that I'm advising. But if there's anything, I just want to give a chance. Did you have any questions about me or Founders Institute at this point?
Yeah, is it okay to start with a prototype? Because we are working.
Yeah,
now
absolutely. Yeah,
I mean, we also available.
There's people that come here literally just they're still in the idea stage, and they've gone and talked to half a dozen people at it. So there's people at very, very different stages. You do not have to have I mean, you guys are further along than just a prototype. You have I think sort of a minimum viable product at this point.
Okay, thank you. Because we are a prototype. We are working on that, but also we are open to change the direction if some company or organization can ask change, because we are open to go to the market.
Yeah. Okay. So I don't know if you want to have I'm open to follow-up meetings at another time this week, or we could wait till next Monday if you want to have a meeting and have that discussion around sort of what your vision, your strategy, and what markets you think you want to focus on. And I'd like to learn more about where the product is in terms of your product, get a better understanding of your product roadmap and and play around with it, kick the tires
Okay.
around on it.
Perfect.
So,
Thank you.
so I'm available if you guys want to meet, later in the week, mid to
Awesome.
late week, we could do that too. Have a follow-up meeting just to kickstart things off.
Okay, so we'll definitely be at the meeting tonight, and then there's a meeting tomorrow night too, the kickoff, which will be at that too. So
Yeah,
we'll
that's the
definitely
one
run
I'll
into
be
you.
at.
Okay, and then if we need you, you're available Wednesday or Thursday, which is awesome for us.
Correct.
Awesome.
All right, guys. Thank you
you.
so much for the
Thank
intro,
you,
Bobby.
Peter.
And it's great meeting you guys. Great work. Look forward to
Yeah.
working together on this. It's a really great project and so important of just allowing people to take their own data and access it through natural language queries. There's so much opportunity in that space.
From a branding and a marketing perspective, before you leave, let me just get your take on something. While I was doing the investor deck, I started using the word Oracle, create your own Oracle. Do you think that's in line, or do you think that that would be confusing?
I'm not sure. We can work on that. We can ask ChatGPT if they've got a better word for it.
Mhm.
Use AI to create your AI company.
Well, I keep, yeah, I do actually. I keep saying vetted information, but that throws you off of a professional track, and you kind of go a different area. Whereas Oracle sounds just a little bit more professional.
Yeah, as long as people understand the context of it. Because in the blockchain world, an Oracle means something that connects off-chain and on-chain data. So it could have different contexts for different people. Other people might say, "Oh, it's the Matrix. I'm going to go speak to the Oracle." So it's all people's context. So I prefer not to use any jargon or words that can be misconstrued. But it's okay to use that as a tagline as long as like the next sentence or somewhere in the next paragraph it explains in more detail.
Got it. Okay.
All right.
Anybody else have any questions on the team? For Peter? Okay, thank you, Peter.
Cool.
Thank you very much, Peter.
To meeting everyone and getting to learn more about everyone personally and professionally. So great job. And I'll see you guys tomorrow night.
Yep.
And enjoy the event tonight.
And you too. Have a great jam session.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay, so what did everybody think?
Yeah, it's a nice guy, also because he talks us about the music passion.
Yeah,
It's very fun.
He's a really nice guy. He's got great kids. He's a good dad. I like him. He's good. I trust him. So that's why. And when I went to this meeting at the Founders Institute, what it was kind of like towards the end of what we'd be starting. And it had the companies that had been working with them. And what the meeting I went to on Tuesday or Wednesday was about was them pitching their pitch deck to investors. And it had to be rock solid. So like the mentors, which were a couple heavy hitters in the industry, were in the room and they were asking them questions. Like, for instance, one of the ideas that they were bringing was a company, and I wasn't really sure how I liked this, but it was for college campuses when kids want to get over to parties and stuff. It was going to be an Uber, but for larger size vehicles, so that they would Uber people with larger size vehicles. And like the investors were asking really tough questions, like, how are you vetting the safeties of these drivers of these, like really good, hard questions, which I thought the way that they did that was really well done. So I like the program a lot. I think we're gonna learn a lot. Again, I will sponsor us for now, like seeing, put us to have our meat in the game, as he said, or our vig in the gamble. So if we're willing to move forward, I think this is a great opportunity.
Yeah, I agree.
So again, tonight it says, do you have a strong idea for a startup? On this live interactive online event, you can pitch your idea to a panel of investors and experts for a rating and feedback. No formal pitch deck is needed. Even if you don't want to pitch here, you can be here to listen to the experts. So I guess for that, I wrote down what Peter said, an explanation of I still think we don't really have a investor's pitch deck, but just maybe 3 or 4 slides behind what we're talking about. And so it's the project, the team, the problem, the solution, and where we're headed. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slides. And I can put them together by lunch. If everybody, I know the people who did the presentation, I already have your current picture and your bio. If you did not do the presentation and you still want to be part of this team, or, put it out on Discord, if you could, somebody write a little note on Discord to the team saying that if you're interested in this, moving forward as a project, that you might want to attend this meeting and send me info for the pitch deck on your name. So I don't think I'm going to put a whole lot of pictures on this, just probably our names and our information, because this is more of a professional get to know us than anything else. So I'm going to share my screen real quick. Where am I? Why is this? Oh, I'm on the wrong browser. So many different browsers. It's ridiculous. So where was he? Business committee. So everybody who is on this call, I don't know about Arun. Is he part of the team moving forward, do you think? Or
yes, I contacted him because he's an AWS expert. He applied for the mentorship program. I think it's working. It's full. It's very full for his job, but he wrote me, I think, 3 months ago, asking if he can support our project in any case, in any way. So I asked him to check if he can help us to install our prototype on AWS. And also I found an example. I shared the link on the chat. On that, I also installed the front-end part, not the front-end part, but an example of the front-end part on, I tried to share my my screen with the, which is the, okay. Yeah, on the slide you can find also the cloud installation. Yeah, AWS, because allows us to create a new account using rechargeable credit card. Is it understandable, rechargeable? Because it's a literal.
It means that the card is always active and that they can see that the money's there and tap it when you use it. So it's like credit card as a service. I'm trying to do this, but I apparently have an AWS account, so they won't let me create a new one. So I'm going to create a new email so that I can create a new AWS. That's basically where I was trying to log in all morning. So I will let you know this afternoon how that works out, if I can actually get us an account. So keep me posted.
Okay. Yes, just use this kind of credit card because I had in the past I used AWS, but installing a wrong service, it takes I don't know, like $100. It's a mistake on the configuration, and if you have not only I don't know $20. You can they take no more, and also you can ask support to them and ask them to I don't know, to disable that service. It's a trick to I don't know, to save money. This is my suggestion, and it happened in the past, and they helped me for the configuration. And okay, also this is free. This part is free. I tried a cloud installation. This is the YouTube guide with a project example, which installed a React app using Docker. And also I shared that one with Swapnil, because I tried the same configuration with our UI part and it doesn't work. It didn't work, and Swapnil told me that it start to work on that. We'll check that why it doesn't work. Okay, and it seems related to Yarn installer or Next.js. I don't know. I see some errors, and they Swapnil will work on that. And about the backend part, there is that example, how to deploy GPU accelerated application on Amazon AWS with Docker Compose. And we have to pay, obviously, in that case, but I think it's cheaper. This is the example. Okay, we have the backend, the front end, and also it shared the code. This is the code, which it's a bit similar to with the front end, the back end part. And in the front end, there is like a website with the text area where you can write text to translate. In that case, the AI model translate from French to English, if I remember right. And there is function that send a post request to the API. And on the backend part, that one, there is an API which try to execute the translation model, and it receives the request, okay, from the front end. So it's a bit similar to our case. I never tried, but I want to do very soon. And so if it works, we can change our code using architectures similar to that one. With Docker Compose, I tried Docker Compose last weekend. And okay, but that's not all, because I also had a meeting with Diego Gosmar, which is an Italian in the Linux AI Linux Foundation team, and they have an idea, a protocol for inter-agents communication. It means, let me explain with an example. In our case, if we want to use a smaller AI model, okay, so not the current one, which is a large language model, but a smaller one, which is cheaper because it's very lightweight. We can do that, but we can also extend functionalities like translation using another small language model, which is dedicated to the translation part. So, for example, in our case, if some French people want to use our system, in that case, with a small AI model, it can extend functionality using a small translation model. And in that case, there is a way, a tool for communicating for the communication between the two agents. I don't know is it clear. It's a good idea to have more functionalities and to save money.
So you're making the project or the model thinner, but the ability to talk to a fatter one.
Exactly.
Okay,
exactly.
got it.
Because now, I see, for example, OpenAI, the model, the cost is about $20 per month, but many people are talking that the fifth version will cost about $500 per month. I don't know, but it's very expensive compared to the current one because it uses multi-agents. So lots of functionalities. But if I want just one functionality, I want to save money. If I want to extend, I can pay just for the add-on part. This is the idea. So if
it's modular.
It's modular. It's the correct
Awesome.
word. Yeah, it's modular. It's modular, and so in that case we can save money, but also carbon, because we have the smaller model requires less power energy. So it's for me it's a very good idea. So also we will check the tool. It's an open source tool, but the background idea is, in my opinion, is to have a smaller model, fine-tuned for special purposes. For example, because we know that basically companies wants to use custom tools because they have custom process. So if we want to satisfy their needs, I think the best way is to have the small model, which is trained, fine-tuned to the specific context. And if they want to extend functionality, they can use modularity to do that. So it's very important to have different agents that can communicate. And also you can find, they also published a paper, and you can find that paper. Yeah, it's in the same teams. It's a team of Michael Novak. I also talked to Bobby.
Yeah, and if you want to reach out to him and ask him if he wants to be a part of this too and join us in the meeting tonight, I think that would be completely appropriate if he, is interested in us as a group.
Okay, sure. Okay, yeah, I think I just finished for today. If there are some questions about that part, the technical part. Okay, in case of no question, I finished the registration of the event of tonight, and we'll see soon.
So I right now have on the Discord, I'm almost finished with a chat. Hello team, we're moving forward to build our community. Join us tonight as we pitch our project to the Founders Institute that will help us develop out our project. I forgot the word, our project. If you're interested in moving forward with the project, and then I put a link for the event tonight, please leave your name. Now, everybody who's on the call, you don't have to leave your name. I'll go to your LinkedIn profile and get your tagline. If you want something else, please put it on the Discord channel or in the LinkedIn, or email me, because I know that what's important tonight is just to tell them, like what problem we're solving and what our solution is. And they're more interested in who's working on this project. So the more people involved and the more we look like a cohesive team, the better we're going to advance through this Founders Institute. So please leave your name and one sentence bio. So that is, let me just post this. If I spell the word sentence right, would be wonderful. So I'll put so that's what my tagline is going to be. Why didn't I go in there? For some reason, I can't add this. Oh, okay. So I'm going to be Bobby Mascara, Business Development. Gianluca is going to be Development, Head of Development. And anybody else, you want to create your own title, but just let me know what it is so that on the slide that I put everybody's name who's interested. And again, this is not, if you do not make today's slide, it's not like you're not in the project. It's just, they just want to see the depth of our team. So the more we can give them for that, the better. Okay, I'm having trouble here, but anyway, I don't like Discord. That's why. So that's up there. And again, I'll take what I have from the slide and start with the slide from the presentation we already gave. So if you're on that slide, don't worry about it. If you were not on that slide and didn't do the presentation, please let me know that you're interested in moving forward. And if you're on the call today, I'll put your name up there. And so that's it for me. I'll see everybody tonight. Gianluca, I'll send over like just a slide 3 or 4 slides that you can edit. I'll share it with you in Google Drives. And then tonight, if I think that it would be more appropriate if you actually gave the presentation.
Okay, but so will you work on the 3 slides?
Yeah, so hold on, I'll share my screen real quick and I'll show you what I'm going to do.
Yeah, I'm available if you want to support or in that. Also, if you want to share your slide when you finish or want to.
So yeah, what I did was I took, where's PowerPoint? I again used an AI bot and made this. So what I'll do is I'll edit this, get out all the slides. So it's just 5 slides that say what we are and who we are and our timeline, because that's, I guess, what they were interested in, a roadmap and future plans. And again, I'll just do it very general that will pass for tonight. But if you feel when I send this to you at lunch, if there's more depth you can add, please do. So I will, again, customize this for tonight and send it over by lunch, and then you can customize it, and then I'll share it. And then again, I don't think it's much of a presentation tonight, more than like just a few minutes of introduction. So this will go well. And then hopefully they'll accept us in this program, because from what I heard about it, it is a fantastic thing. What an education we'll get in the next couple of weeks.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. Anybody else have any questions? And again, I will promise I will be more effectively using Discord, because I know that's where everybody is, instead of LinkedIn. I'm old, so I use LinkedIn, but I will move myself to Discord with my communications from now on. And I will try to get, how do we join the meeting? I put it in Discord. You have to register at the link that I put on Discord. I will put it in the chat too. There it is. So just join, it's a free meeting. So you just join, and it's going to be not just, again, this is a Founders Institute, so it's not just for technical companies, it's also for any company. So there's like some lawyers in there doing apps for legalese, and, so it's really an interesting event to hear other people's ideas. So hopefully we'll see everybody tonight. Again, if you want to have your name on our page, please just make sure you send it either in the chat. Again, if you're on the call today, I'm going to put you on in it anyway. So welcome. Here we go.
Thank you, Bobby.
Thank you. We couldn't do this without you. Couldn't do this without you, Jim.
Okay.
Thank you. And everybody have a great day.
Thank you, you too.
And I'll see you
soon.
Bye.
Tonight. Bye.